Hi everyone, my name is Lamarana. Welcome to the Halad Africa show. Please do me a favor, subscribe, like, share, and please click on that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video. And I am excited. It is yet another very exciting day. And if I am right, today is January 14th, 2021. And I think somewhere in Africa, there is something happening, a very important event. And here I am talking about, is it Uganda? Oh, sorry guys, I think I'm mixing the names. It's Uganda. We're going to Uganda today. Today is Uganda's election. I think the elections are over right now as I'm talking to you. The votes are being counted. And I just want to give you guys my opinion as to what I think of Uganda as a country, and especially the dictatorship that the Ugandan people have been living under for the past 35 years under the current president, Yoweri Museveni. If you guys don't know, I think you should go online, research about that guy. I think he is currently one of the worst dictators in Africa. And I don't take this statement lightly. We have seen for the past few months how Museveni and his government treated Ugandans, especially the opposition political parties, and notably Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, commonly known as Bobi Wine. And I'm very confident that Bobi Wine is going to be the new president of Uganda come maybe next month, because all the signs are there, all the telltale signs are there. He has a grassroots movement supported by the youths of that country, and we have seen how he has been treated under Museveni's government, especially the military. And if that doesn't tell you what kind of country Uganda is, then I think you might be, looking somewhere else. So therefore, I just want to, begin with a very important quote from a civil rights fighter here in the United States of America by the name MLK. And this is what he said. It really resonated with me. Said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. And I think what I've seen happen in Uganda for the past few months is that with all the atrocities, the human rights violations, the crimes against humanity that is perpetrated by the government of Uganda under the leadership of Yoweri Museveni, the entire world just stood by, watched, and did not do anything or did not condemn it in the strongest terms possible. And my frustration goes to the African Union, the East African community especially, because these are the countries that are surrounding Uganda. And that is a popular saying. If your neighbor's house is on fire and you don't help to put that fire off, the likelihood of your own house catching fire is very high. Any form of instability in Uganda could threaten the entire East African region or community. But I am frustrated by the silence of people like the Rwandan president, the Tanzanian president, the Burundian president, you call it. There are 6 countries that are in that community, and none of them said anything concerning what is happening in Uganda from the beginning of this campaign that Bobi Wine and his people embarked on. And I think we tend to usually look up to the West to say, oh, we expect the West to say something. They should condemn what is happening in Uganda. But we have to understand that Yoweri Museveni is who he is today because of the West. His dictatorship is well known by the West, but they entrenched, they supported, they financed his government. They sponsored this dictatorship. They turn a blind eye. We have to understand one thing. Having democracy in Africa does not serve the interests of the West. Because if we have democracy in Africa, that means that we are free people. We are ruling ourselves based on laws, norms, and best practices around the world. So therefore, the Western powers, whatever interest they have in our countries, they cannot achieve that when we have a democratic government in place. But if we have a dictatorship in any country, they will go behind to support that dictatorship in order to access the resources that are available in those countries. And we have seen what is happening in Uganda. Uganda is a very rich country in resources. And who are the very people who are benefiting? Is Yoweri Museveni and then his close allies, and then the West, because majority of the Ugandans are living in poverty. And I think it is the country in Africa that has the youngest youth population across the entire continent. So therefore, having a government that is dictatorial, that doesn't respect the human rights of the Ugandans, that is not creating job opportunities for Ugandans, is detrimental to the peace and security of that country. And I think there are signs that this is about to change, because I am of the belief that Bobi Wine is going to win these 2021 presidential elections in Uganda. The wind of change started blowing a few months ago, and we have seen the support that Bobi Wine continues to have in Uganda, especially among the youths. They say you can imprison someone physically, but you cannot imprison the mind. And I'm so happy to see the support that Bobi Wine has among the youth folks in Uganda, because people are not sleeping. They are yearning for something. They want to see change. They want to see development. They want to live like people in other countries. And slowly but surely, that is about to happen very soon. And this wind of change that is blowing across Uganda is bringing in a new era of hope for Africa. So I think we should all support this movement that is happening in Uganda. Not only in Uganda, but across Africa. There are dictatorships in many other countries that we should help bring down. Notably, we want to see change in Cameroon. Paul Biya has been in power for 40 years. It's time for you to leave the scene and allow the youths to take over and develop the country, because your reality of how that country should be governed and what is happening is far apart. For instance, Yoweri Museveni has been ruling in Uganda for the past 35 years. He is 76 years now. Bobi Wine is 38. He is twice the age of Bobi Wine. And I am hopeful that if Bobi Wine should win this election, which I am convinced he is going to win, except if the elections are rigged, because we know there is all the signs out there to indicate that Yoweri Museveni is going to do everything humanly possible to rig the elections. This is why he refused to allow foreign observers to come into the country. The internet has been down. The telephone lines have been down. To get information from that country as I'm speaking is almost impossible. But people's power cannot be controlled, it cannot be diminished, no matter what you try. So therefore, change is coming to Uganda, and it is going to happen. And I want to show my solidarity with the people of Uganda. And I want you to remember that the world is watching. Our prayers are with you. And hopefully, Bobi Wine is going to be the new face of Uganda, is going to be the new hope of Uganda. But not only that, this will galvanize the rest of Africa to move towards democratizing the entire continent. We need to see the youth taking active part in politics. This is my take for today, and I hope we will continue to support the people of Uganda and any other country that is currently living under dictatorship in Africa. The wind of change is blowing and no one can stop it. With that, I come to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and click on that notification bell. Peace out.